Well, hello and welcome. You're watching Cricbuzz Live in association with our fantasy partner, My 11 Circle. It was Virat who won the toss in Abu Dhabi and put Hyderabad into bat. Seemed to be going well for them in the first 10 overs. They were 76 for the loss of 1 wicket. Lost Kane Williamson at 84 in the 12th. And from then, well, it was internal combustion engine, wasn't it? They finished at 141 for 7 at the end of 20 overs. They won't be happy with that effort in the back 10. I'm Gaurav Kapur, with me, Michael Vaughan and Lisa Sthalekar. Lisa, we spoke about this in the com box, saying they were on course to get at least kind of double their score, get 150, 160. And we spoke about the fact that there can be combustion, they can implode because they've done it before, and kind of went to that script, didn't it?
It did, because they needed Kane Williamson or Roy to be able to bat through to that 15, 16. You look at what was next, it was very inexperienced play, and Priyam Garg, 15 off 11 is okay, but he's a guy that's been around now for a while. Abdul Samad came and went. That's what the type of player you're going to get. I was surprised that they didn't promote Jason Holder ahead of Riddiman Saha, just simply because he's actually been the one guy down the middle order that has actually been performing well with the bat. But because Roy and Williamson didn't go on big, that's why they're playing with a score just below par.
Dan Christian after the game reckoned that it's 30 under par, but come on, you can't believe an Aussie after the side is batted. Can't believe him. That's gamesmanship, isn't it? If he says 30, I'd say it's about 15 under par. Just discount it a bit. Just a bit.
Well, yeah, what it is confidence.
True.
And he was tremendous with the ball. Very smart, clever. Chahal once again proving his worth. I think India have to change their mind about Chahal. Thinking about the World Cup where it's going to be in the UAE on those wickets, he's got a great record. I think they have to change their mind on him. Harshal Patel again, absolutely fantastic. But I thought the Sunrisers they batted in a way that kind of showed us that they're just not playing with great confidence. Looks to me like there was Jason Roy trying to just get a number for himself. Again, understandable. Kane Williamson just couldn't quite get going. The batting lineup, as Lisa mentioned, wasn't quite right. Jason should have been pushed up. Even Rashid Khan, you want to see have more balls, but it's the two kind of sides that you've got a Challengers side that are obviously trying to win this competition. You've got a Sunrisers side that are just trying to be a party pooper or two, playing with no confidence and just getting their tactics slightly wrong with the batting order.
Well, to be a party pooper, you got to show up to the party. It just seems like they haven't shown up to the party. Or if they did, they just left really early. Just as the first drinks were being poured, they left. Well, there's one thing that we can definitely trust Dan Christian on is the fact that this is not a slow and low. There's not too much in the wicket in terms of demons. This definitely was a much better batting wicket than we've seen in the last couple of games, perhaps in Sharjah.
Oh, so much better, isn't it? Abu Dhabi is probably the best pitch out of the three, to be honest. And that may change as more games are played and then you go into the T20 World Cup. But at the moment, it seems like a decent surface. But you notice that the cutters, they were actually gripping a lot. Like the seamers were able to do that, and they were able to get just enough movement to take the ball outside of the middle of the bat, and that's where they created the opportunity. So if Sunrisers bowl well, they could potentially, if they can take out the top, 5 wickets within the power play, then they're a chance. I just thought I'd go big,
Take out the top. That's the entire team. You take 5 out in the power play.
Then they'll win, see?
It's pretty simple when you put it that way. I agree with you. It does sound pretty simple. But Dan Christian, geez, how good was he today, Michael? We were talking about him before the game, about being this battle-weary kind of guy who comes good in the big games. It's a big game for them today. They are trying to make a break for position 1 or 2 in the points table. He was fantastic today. And that catch, geez, that would cut a lot of other people in half.
Yeah, I mean, he's quite a strong-built chap, Dan Christian. So I don't think it'd have hurt him too much. Great pair of hands, great catch. When he bowls, I always kind of look at the way that he bowls. I think he makes up his mind right at the last minute of what he's trying to deliver. He kind of runs up and he watches the batter, and he just studies where the batter's moving, and he just kind of bowls the ball, which is the hardest to hit. Now and again, he bowls fast and straight. He bowls wide of off stump. He always seems to have quite clever, quirky field set. If he gets got, I think you can get him quite quickly, but you've got to get him in that first over. When you let him get off to a good start, he's such a canny bowler and such a smart cricketer that you can see him deliver what he delivered this evening, which was 3 overs of quality. Just manoeuvre his cutters, his leg cutters, bowling into the pitch with a heavy length now and again, bowling full and straight every now and again. I think the one thing is he's unpredictable. He never bowls the same ball twice, which is quite hard for the batter to line up.
Yeah, and he really was today. If you see the bowling analysis, if you are getting 3 overs from Dan Christian, he's picking up a couple of wickets for you, just going for 14. Then, you've done well. Chahal as well. Definitely better than what those figures say. 4 for 27 are not bad, but he was definitely better than that, creating the pressure. But let's have a look at Harshal Patel. 3 wickets again. What's going on with him, Lisa? What is he at now? He's at I think he's about 120 wickets this tournament or something, right? He's at 29. Yeah, by far ahead of everybody else. Just put that purple cap, just glue it on his head, because it's not going anywhere. I think he's broken the record, the highest by an Indian quick ever in the history of this tournament. Jeez, this guy's on fire. Yeah, Midas touch.
Yeah, and also an uncapped Indian player as well. So he's putting his hand up. I think he actually beat Jasprit Bumrah. I think he picked up maybe 28 or 27 wickets. So
27,
the scary thing is that literally there's still another game for Bangalore, and then you've got final. So it's kind of freakish where he can get to. But Virat's just throwing him the ball, and whatever he's bowling is working. Like, he must be sleeping very soundly at night, knowing that everything is clicked for him.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, there was that one over where he got 2 French cuts go for 4. So it's not all rosy for Harshal Patel. Even he can have some bad luck. But this is him with bad luck. It's 3 wickets on a day. So, you take that bad luck. Bangalore would anytime. They don't mind those 8 runs going for boundaries, especially when the team has only got 141. So now, if we talk about net run rate, because it could come into play when you're deciding position 1 and 2. Now, if they chase it in 15.3 overs, they can bring their net run rate. Let's bring the points table up and we'll see where they are. It is a problem because it is a big gap between the top 2 and Bangalore when it comes to the net run rate, right? Now, let me tell you the quantum of trouble that they are in terms of net run rate. Michael, if they win in the 16th over today, they have a chance to bring it to 0, right? So that's 0.15 point gain, a 0.15 gain, right? There you go. But the problem is that Delhi and Chennai are a half and 3/4 of a point even ahead of 0. So they're not catching this in a game unless they win this game in like 2 overs or something, which could be tough.
No, I mean, they'll come out positive, but they've just got to win the game.
Yeah.
Make sure that, they get over the line, win the game, get another 2 points. I think they'll have a go at it. They'll try and do something special and try and get off to the flying start. It'll all come down to Rashid Khan, which is always the case when you play the Sunrise. It's how you play Rashid Khan. Lisa mentioned 5 wickets in that power play. Not sure whether it's possible. One thing is possible. Rashid Khan could pick up 3 or 4 or 5 wickets because he's that good. And he could be the difference between the challengers winning and losing. I think when you play the Sunrise as a batting unit, you always know if you can play Rashid Khan well, I think your fans are hitting the other bowlers. I think Rashid Khan is the 1-star quality bowler that that he can have a day out, a 4-over spell that can win the Sunrises any game of cricket. So they'll just try and play him nicely. But if there's a glimmer of hope that they can win inside 15, 16, I'm sure they'll go for it.
Yeah, but doubt if they'll come out firing on all cylinders for that because It is very far. So Chennai and Delhi are very far. They're not going to risk anything. They're just going to try to secure the 2 points, it seems. Hyderabad, can they get in their way? Let's have a look at their bowlers and see what can be done there. There is, of course, Rashid Khan, who we are speaking about. And the interesting thing, though, is Lisa, the youngster, right? Umran Malik, net bowler, comes in. Geez, the guy was quick, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was really quick. And sometimes when you get these type of players, there's not much data analysis on them. So why not throw them in the mix? Because, players have to adapt on the fly, and just look at the pace. 150 clicks, and that's quick. Like, glad I never faced anything like that ever in my life. I think he's an exciting prospect and someone that they probably want to expose at this level and see, is he someone that we invest in the future?
Well, Michael, you faced a bit of 150 in your life. It's not a party, is it?
No, it's not a party, but I tell you what, if you get any ounce of width, so if the ball's just outside as a right hand of your right eye line, just throw the kitchen sink at it. That's my only method. Just if you see it, just throw the kitchen sink, because if you get anything on it, it's flying.
Yeah. Spray and pray. That's the technique. That's what they call it. Spray and pray. That's what you do. Well, but if it comes at you, then then just pray. Right? If it's coming directly at you, just pray and try to run if you can. All right. Well, we obviously got our predictions wrong. That's Michael and me, but Lisa got it right. So congratulations to you. You said 140. What did you say? 147. We got 141. All right, great. You're the closest. So congratulations to you. Well done. We're going to have a go at the power play again. Let's see if you can make it a twofer. Yeah, let's see if you can do that. Power play score. Defending champion Lisa goes last. Michael, you go first.
I'm going to say 52.
52. Bullish. I get to go next. 47.
44.
44. It's going to be 43, isn't it?
44.
Or it could be 23 for 5, as Lisa just said. Yeah, could happen.
It could happen.
But we're not giving it to you if 5 wickets fall in the power play. You're not getting that. Your guess is 44. Write it down. Stamp it, seal it, print it. All right, done. We're going to see you at the end of the 10th over with Cricbuzz Combox. A big thank you to Lisa and Michael. A big thank you to all of you for joining us on Cricbuzz Live in association with our fantasy partner, My 11 Circle.